Hey guys, welcome to the Trash Picture Show. Yesterday I watched all of Season 2 Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, and yeah, it kicked ass. I was a bit trepidatious because I thought the early episodes were a bit slow, but once it got to episode 3, which was kind of a standalone episode for one character, I'm not going to get into spoilers just yet, I'll give you a warning, but I think it really kicked into fifth gear after that, and it was pretty cool. It was a lot darker. The threat to the kids was something a bit more surprising. It wasn't just, they weren't just chased around by dinosaurs through the entire series. That was a main aspect that I think would have made the show very kind of repetitive. But they added a new threat to the series, and I'll get into that. But yeah, it picks up an undisclosed amount of time after the events of the first season, and the kids have kind of a routine and a system to surviving, and it's fairly evident that Darius is kind of the head of the group. Again, all the characters are fantastically voiced. You have Darius, who's obviously the dino nerd, Yasmin, who is the kind of athlete, and she's kind of still suffering with the events from the prior season because she's buckled her leg, and she kind of finds it hard to kind of be on the sideline. You have Brooklyn, who's kind of she's still kind of trying to get the whole social media story to really kind of boost her views. You have Kenji, who's still the brash, arrogant Kenji, and you also have Sammy, who's kind of the heart and soul of the group, and they're still reeling over the apparent loss of Ben. But hope does seem to arrive when they activate a beacon and they come across a campsite. Now, I'm going to be getting into spoiler territory here. So what happens is essentially they come by two eco kind of tourists, Mitch and Trish. And at first they seem really nice and inviting, and they're aided by a kind of mercenary character by the name of Hap. And the kids think they're basically saved, but as they investigate what's going on, now I'm getting into spoilers here. Darius finds out that they're actually big game hunters, and they've come to the island to hunt and kill the dinosaurs. So there is a bit of a quandary. Like, do they help these two hunt the dinosaurs and get off the island, or do they basically protect the dinosaurs and screw themselves over? And it does get very dark. I mean, the fact is they're essentially blackmailed into being left on the island if Darius doesn't help them get a particular amount of species. And again, it does go dark, but if you want younger kids to watch it, they still can, because certain kills and attacks are done off screen. And while I'm a bit annoyed by this, I'm not going to argue either, because it's aimed at a younger audience. I'm not the demographic it's aimed at, but it still is very exciting to see, regardless of animated or not, a TV series aimed at Jurassic World and Jurassic Park fans. And we kind of see Rexy comes back as well. We see some classic dinosaurs such as Rexy and Blue turn up, but the main antagonist dinosaurs in this season is a trio of baryonyx, and they kind of hunt our heroes. Other animals that turn up are the Ceratosaurus, who they do a bit of a nod to Jurassic Park 3 when Kenji and Darius encounter him. And also the cool thing is we have two characters returning. Yes, Ben has survived. Ben and Bumpy. Ben has gone pure John Rambo, and he's survived out in the wilds. So it's pretty cool. He's the standalone episode in the third part of the season, and it's pretty cool. We find out how he survived, and he ended up having a run-in with Toro, and him and Bumpy managed to kick Toro's ass, so it's pretty cool. Other things I did like was the character Hap. It was pretty cool. You were kind of on the fence about him, but he turned out to be actually a pretty okay dude. And other things I liked was they got the power going as well. They got the power back on the park, and they were able to access certain things, and they were able to access the emergency beacon. But as a result of Kenji fucking around with the power, they seem to have also activated a cryostasis tube, and something has escaped from said tube. So I'm wondering, what is it? Is it a kind of prototype for the Indoraptor? Is it another Spinosaurus? I don't know. If you've any thoughts, if you've seen this episode, what do you think was in the cryostasis pod? Leave your thoughts or ideas or theories in the comments below. And yeah, by and large, it is a big improvement from the first season. I still enjoy the first season, but it just takes that kind of darker tone. We do see some of the animals being killed, not just by other dinosaurs, but by humans. And yeah, it is nice, a change that the characters aren't just being chased by dinosaurs the whole time, because I do think that would have gotten redundant. If you want to check out something that's Jurassic Park related, this is definitely, the second season is definitely a bump up, and it's definitely worth checking out. And again, it might be a bit dark for some very young kids, but if you've kids that are like 9 or 10 or 11, this will be right up their alley. So yeah, have you seen the second season of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous? If you have, let me know what you thought of it in the comments below. And again, what did you think was in the cryostasis pod? Was it a new hybrid that we haven't seen yet? Was it a juvenile Indoraptor? Or was it a Spinosaurus? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. And yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.